wasn't expecting visitors. But I suppose in a morning such as this, how could I be expected to remember anything, including where they put my hat? Please, ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome to the house. Somewhat of a change from the house in Cumber, where I was born. But please, you must excuse my ignorance in forgetting to introduce myself. I am Thomas Andrews, and you've caught me at the most unfortunate time, as I'm leaving here now to set sail on the White Star Line's new ocean liner, Titanic. Magnificent. That's what she is. Magnificent. The greatest ship to ever be set afloat. A marvel. A princess of the waves. It has been my honour, my privilege, to undertake the great task of designing and overseeing the building of Titanic. It's been the greatest honour to the men of the Belfast shipyard, as they have been allowed to demonstrate their skill and dominance in the craft of shipbuilding. There are times I thought we would never reach the day when we would see Titanic ease herself down the number 3 slipway at Thompson's dry dock at Queen's Quay and out into Belfast Lough. Such was the enormity of our task. It took 3 years to complete. 66,000 tons of steel, with engines standing the height of 3-storey houses. 3,000 men have laboured to shape her into the pinnacle of nautical achievement. Titanic stands at an unbelievable 882 feet 8 inches long and 92 feet wide. The pride I feel is almost immeasurable, as this is bound to be the pinnacle of my career and the pinnacle of achievement for the shipyard. I have spent my entire working life at Harland & Wolff. I started out at the age of 16 as an apprentice in the yard. First under the joiners, then under the cabinet makers, before working in all the departments, finishing up in the drawing room, where I honed my skills. This gave me all the necessary preparation to understand what was required to build ships, and led me to becoming manager of the construction works before being appointed managing director and head of the drafting department. This led, in 1907, to the White Star Line commissioning Harland & Wolff to start work on their new superliner, the Olympic. But 1909 brought an even greater challenge to the shipbuilders of Belfast, when, once again, the White Star Line commissioned us to start work on Titanic. Measuring the length of almost 3 football pitches, and finished to the highest possible standard, this was going to prove the greatest challenge faced, not just by our shipyard, but by any shipyard anywhere in the world. And they said that it could not be done, but we proved them wrong. As time has progressed, the men who live in those tight streets in the east of the city have seen the birth and growth of Titanic, as it expands into the horizon and throws a shadow over everything that has ever been done in the field of shipbuilding, in the same way that it throws a shadow over those tight streets which house the men that gave birth to her. It is the tenacious Belfast spirit, the ability to get the job done under no matter what difficulties and constraints. Lord Carson's men will not only face down any adversity, but will triumph over any challenge put in their way. It is they who have laboured on her for those 3 long years, and Titanic will stand for these men and the efforts and pains that have been taken to bring her to this point. And Titanic has demanded her sacrifices. 2 men have been killed during her construction. Now, today, these men and their creation must part company, and she is ready to wish them farewell. Some have said, when they've seen Titanic being built in the Harland & Wolff yard, that God himself could not sink her. Well, I prefer not to use that analogy, as we should not tempt the Almighty and make a Tower of Babel for ourselves. For she is, though, as near to perfect as human brains can make her. And I, for my own part, cannot wait to unleash her upon the seas. As we speak, they're preparing to weigh anchor and set sail for Southampton, where we shall take on passengers and a further brief stop at Queenstown in the south of Ireland, and then for New York. The Titanic is so large that we cannot even land at Queenstown, and those wishing to embark there will have to be ferried out to us. Imagine the sight we shall prove to be when we reach New York. The wonder we shall strike in those who see us as we sail into the harbour. But I must bid you farewell. Time and tide waits for no man. We'll read of our voyage in the papers, I have no doubt. Farewell.